introduce a former World Cup singles champion, 3 times a Lakeside World Championship finalist. He's a winner of 12 world ranking titles, the reigning Jersey Classic champion. It's Silverback, Tony Shea!
A cracking atmosphere at Lakeside. One of those matches where some of you think it's a shame these two players are meeting so early in the tournament, but the rest of you says, who cares? Let's have it now. Scott Mitchell comes here after the year of his darting life on the circuit. 5 ranking titles to take his career total to 10. He is the 4th seed this year and poised finally to make it to the Lakeside quarterfinals and quite possibly beyond. A very popular player, Scott Mitchell, here in Frimley Green. One small problem for him, well, quite a large problem really, in more ways than one. Tony Shea, 3 times a World Championship finalist, 5 times a semi-finalist here, and starting to enjoy his darts again. They don't come more popular than Tony Shea. They're England teammates, these two. Scotty Dog from Dorset against the Stockport Silverback.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First set, first leg, it's Tony to throw first. Game on.
Buckle up, could be a belter.
Well, let's hope so. Could do with a quality match here. The crowd has stayed on in numbers. It's a complete sellout, and these are 2 real heavyweight hitters of the BDO darting world. A few years ago, when Scott Mitchell played Tony Shea for the first time, and incidentally, he's never faced him here at the World Championships before, but he said to him, what's it like being part of the furniture? And Tony Shea said, you stick around a few years, you'll find out. And Scott said with a smile earlier on, yep, I'm part of that now. We're 2 old bits of furniture. Talking of furniture, he's a big unit. Daryl Fitton.
Tony's best mate plays tomorrow at 1 o'clock against Paul Jennings.
100.
Another very popular player, isn't he? He'll have his One Step Beyond walk-on music ready, no doubt. A great Madness fan.
Scott Mitchell took 4 years to go 1 step beyond the first round.
44.
Did eventually manage it in 2013. Did it again last year, won his match against Paul Hogan before
60.
losing to James Wilson in the 2nd round. So he's never been to the quarterfinals, Scott Mitchell. But he is a man on form, no question about that.
Tony Shea, 3 times beaten finalist. Ted Hankey, Christian Kisht and Scott Waits accounting
60.
for him in 2009, 2012, 2013.
And this is 2015, treble 20 and treble 19 now.
82.
Down to a terrific finish, Tony Shea to win the first leg with the darts. Scott Mitchell yet to find his scoring boots.
57.
So double 18
Tony
required
36.
for the hugely popular Silverback. Double 9, that's not a bad marker. Nice adjustment, lovely.
Count the first leg, Tony O'Shea. Second leg,
Had a double success not too long back in the Jersey Festival of Darts. O'Shea won the Classic, and Scott Mitchell won the Open at the same event.
100.
That opening leg is the first time Tony O'Shea has won a leg on the Lakeside stage since the final in 2013.
He's enjoying himself up there.
He was absolutely whitewashed by Martin Adams in the first round last year, but look at what a leg can do. Starts with a maximum in the second leg of the match. But here comes Scott Mitchell.
140.
Not a bad response.
Can Tony build on that first maximum? Not quite. And not lying particularly well there, but he manages to squeeze a treble in.
Shea O'Shea watching on, as ever. This is the O'Shea's 14th visit to Lakeside in total.
Sharon there as well, the daughter. Oh, unlucky.
135.
Looks a decent nick, doesn't he?
161.
Come out firing.
161. And early on he could do with this. 17s are unlucky. So O'Shea
97.
with a chance for a two-leg lead.
103 required. Oh, great first dart. Outstanding. Oh, wonderful 103 checkout from O'Shea. Beautiful to see.
Third leg, it's Tony
And 53-year-old Tony O'Shea is showing that he's got plenty of fire in there, plenty of desire still.
Considered packing it in.
58.
What else is he going to do with his life?
This is what he was born to do.
And when you have people jumping around and cheering for you like they did when he walked to the stage, that's a difficult thing to walk away from.
Didn't have that when he was greenkeeper at Stockport Golf Club, did he? Look at that. Straight back in the treble 20.
99.
But all his family, supporters around. A lot of them have made their trip down from the northwest. Come on, Uncle Tony. I assume it's the people sitting there rather than the mascot.
61.
Treble 7 instead of treble 19. So a little opening for Scott Mitchell.
$100.
Peppering the treble 20s, and that's his second maximum already. Boosts his average to the 100 mark.
Well, he won the first leg of the match, then he took the second with a 12-dart leg, Tony O'Shea. And the same outshot, the 103, is on again, this time
Tony
for the set.
103.
83 now. He got it, double 16. Oh, just by a whisker the wrong side of the wire.
Scott, you require 116.
Can still finish, treble 17 and the bullseye, and needs it.
73.
But no, so Shea, having had one
16.
double 8, now needs another double 8 for the opening set. That's a great marker. And that is how to convert. 1-0 in sets for Tony O'Shea.
Had the weight of scoring that served him so well throughout 2014, Scott Mitchell, but this is a good start to the second set. A very good start. An extremely good start.
The Mitchell supporters have their turn to celebrate.
How about some more? No.
You're getting all excited about that 9-darter.
41.
50-odd grand, isn't there, to boost anybody who gets there. £52,000 prize for anybody who gets a 9-darter in this competition. And look at this from O'Shea again. Oh, how unlucky could he be?
60 points in the pocket and on the floor. Yes, Scott Mitchell has gone around the world winning tournaments. 5 of them, as we mentioned, in Romania.
100.
Holland. His biggest title to date was the British Open in Bridlington. That was in September. He also won the top of Ghent in Belgium and the Jersey Open.
80.
That's another one on the floor. O'Shea's going to be cursing his luck, but Mitchell's got an opportunity here. He's not on a finish, but he's in a strong position.
If those two stuck in the board, he'd be on 1-2-2, Tony O'Shea.
I'm sure he knows that only too well. He'll be cursing his
63.
fortune. It's a great cover shot.
Really good cover. Leaves himself on a finish and a decent one, 117. Tony O'Shea back on 242.
83. Scott, you require
Playing well, though,
117.
is the silverback.
So Mitchell needs to get into this match. Big time. Well, that's just what he didn't need. And again, can't just nail that treble 20. A bit unlucky, that one.
He'll be back.
No out here.
So how much can O'Shea take out of 159? Not enough.
97.
Well, that's better. Another
Scott,
good cover.
76.
Couple of darts will do it here. Treble 20 would be handy. Thank you. Double 8. There you go.
Game shot. And the first leg.
And Scott Mitchell's into his stride.
Second leg, it's Tony throwing first.
Holds this throw, wins his first leg of the match to Scott Mitchell. Those are good darts for 40 points at the start of this second leg. Remember, first to 3 sets through to the second round. This one of the tasty ties in round 1. Mitchell, a 4th seed,
140
against the unseeded but ever so experienced and ever so popular Tony O'Shea.
Scott Mitchell says he's a big lad from a little village. Turns his hand to just about anything. Does a bit of landscape gardening. Anything with an engine. He's your man to fix it if it goes wrong. And I guess he'd be a good bloke to have playing with you in the village pub team.
60.
I'd take either of these, to be honest.
$58.
Will Mellor from Stockport. Actor of some renown, of 2 pints of lager fame.
100.
And the entourage supporting Tony O'Shea.
2 points of lager at Lakeside represents teetotaldom.
100.
Nice outfit.
Always interesting to see the entourages, and look at that. Sharon and Jill supporting Scott and Tony respectively, sat back to back.
They'll be able to hear each other.
45. Scott, you
Jill's a
require
vociferous one.
120.
So Shanghai on the 20s, treble, single, double. There's the treble. There's big 20, leaving tops for a 2-leg lead.
80.
But no.
Tony, you require
So O'Shea,
140.
with the darts, can still salvage something from this. Not now. Handy, but not good enough.
100.
So to take command of this
Scott, you
second
require
set,
40.
Scott Mitchell Gives himself a bit of a talking to, takes aim,
Game shot, and the second
takes
leg.
deadly
Scott
aim at
Mitchell.
that.
Good match, this. Not a lot
Third
between
leg,
them in
it's
terms
Scott
of
to throw
scoring.
first. Game on.
And if Mitchell can close this out, well, it's going to be back to level. Break at the end of this set, and Mitchell will know only too well that 1-1 looks so much
59.
better than 2-0 against when it's a race to 3.
Not much time for massive momentum shifts, like you see in the
60.
longer matches.
Nice game to watch this one, though. Both these players like to get on with it, don't they? It's got a good momentum.
Yeah. Well, they both score well, they're both finishing well. And no one's left.
100.
Sharon Mitchell.
60.
Impressive array of jewellery from Tony O'Shea.
Just the wedding ring from Scott.
100.
But he does have more bling on his shirt.
59.
Little lull in the game. Important leg, this one, this. So Shea has to win this one if he's going to keep this set alive.
He's gone quiet, though. The trebles have dried up for Tony.
100.
60, 60, 59 to start this set from the Silverback. So that particular Scott Mitchell fan in the crowd, he's bought the shirt.
45.
And he'll be feeling confident.
Tony's a little bit becalmed in this leg. Mitchell on a check out, not now though. But he's a long way ahead.
90.
Tony O'Shea miles away on 2-7-7. Hasn't found a treble yet this leg. Slips into the 1.
78.
Still not good enough.
Require 52.
So 52 then for this second set. Double 16. Double 8 now to square off the match. Good dart.
Game shot.
Scott
And the
Mitchell,
second
number
set.
4 seed,
Scott
is
Mitchell.
right back in it, and they get. They are indeed, the action about to resume.
Third
It
set.
stands
First
at
leg.
1 set
Tony to
apiece.
throw first.
Scott
Game
Mitchell
on.
had a little smile on his face as he came back out.
So who's your money on? Mitchell or O'Shea?
140.
It's a best of 3 set shootout for a place in the second round.
O'Shea started like a train in that opening set, blasted through with a 100 average. Scott Mitchell maybe
60.
just slowing it down and bringing himself back into the match, and he's the man in form. O'Shea, though, lovely to watch when he's going well.
Oh, straight back in the treble 20s.
140.
Ton 40, ton 40. The scoring boots are back on. Here's the response from Scott Mitchell, though. This is what he's been doing all year.
140. $97.
Put himself on a finish.
O'Shea with the darts in this leg, in this set.
And coming in now in search of 124.
100.
Steady ton
Tony require
from Mitchell.
124.
Great place for friends to hang out. Down here at the Lakeside. Double top.
84.
Cracking atmosphere for the opening day of an event.
Really good. Well, they've got matches like this to enjoy. Staying up with the 20s.
100.
And leaving
Tony
101,
require
but
40.
here comes Tony O'Shea.
Well, that's a fair miss. That's more like it. Come on, he says.
No score.
No.
Scott, you require 101.
Well, we've seen this on occasion on that stage. Tony's struggling to hit the doubles. Treble 19 for double 12. Oh, double 12 to punish Tony O'Shea.
89.
Not far away.
He thought that was in, Vassos. I
Tony
really think
requires
that he
40.
thought that he'd squeezed that one in. Now Shea knows that this is a big dart. Badly needs to find this top.
Game
And
shot. On the
does.
first leg, Tony O'Shea.
Key moment, that.
Second leg, it's Scott
Got to
throw
take that one.
first.
He'd have been on a bit
Game
of a
on.
roll.
5 darts went north of the double top bed. But the 6th found the red bit.
55.
And Tony O'Shea nudges himself in front again.
Only
And he has an opening here.
Yep, only 55 from Mitchell. Treble here would be handy.
60.
Agonisingly annoyed with himself as it just slides south.
Mitchell then given a reprieve. This is a leg he will want to hold. Throwing first.
95.
Solid.
Tony O'Shea really came out firing again in that first leg after the interval.
140.
And he's building on that again now. Has a slight advantage against the darts.
Well, it's 50 points already after 6 darts, but this is better from Mitchell. Much better. Much better.
180.
Maximum number 2 for Scotty Dog.
And O'Shea can't find the treble, so the advantage swings again now, back with the big man from Dorset.
He has 6 darts if he needs them from 171. Well, it can't be done in 3, obviously, so hits the treble 17.
Really good last dart, wasn't it? Setting it up beautifully for tops. 241, 180 would be handy. Very handy. Almost a necessity and unlucky.
140. Scott, you require 40.
Must hit. This double 20
Game
and
shot
does.
on the second leg. Scott Mitchell. Third leg, it's Tony throwing first.
Match is nip and tuck, it's still on a knife edge. I've been known to enjoy the odd wager. Vassos, where would your money be here if you were to slip from the higher moral ground for a moment?
Absolutely no idea, John, do you?
Well, the man in form of late has been Scott Mitchell. He's the one who's been producing the results this year. O'Shea, we know, can be a brilliant player
85.
when at his best. Those averages don't really tell the story. It's been a more exciting and more cut and thrust match than those would suggest. O'Shea, though, if he gets on a roll like this, can be a real handful.
140.
Well, he can beat you before you've really settled, can't he? Well ahead in this leg, Tony O'Shea. First to 3, through to round 2. So there's absolutely no time to lose form and re-find it. Not anymore.
Uncle Tony just trying to set up a nice finish, and that's a very, very handy 140 again. Banging out those big numbers in this leg.
Well, 3 140s from Tony O'Shea. So he can do this in 11 darts.
Doesn't need to, though, does he?
81.
Long way back, Mitchell.
Tony,
He's got 6 from
81.
here for a 2-1 advantage. Oh, well, there you go, double 12.
Game
2 darts
shot
scored
on the
by Vassos
third leg.
Alexander, 2
Tony
darts
O'Shea.
delivered by Tony O'Shea. Well done.
Fourth leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
Well, John, it's what you were talking about. When he finds the treble, he finds the doubles, he gets himself, he gets a head of steam up, doesn't he?
140.
And there's an 11 dart leg to just show that he's not done yet. He's not a spent force.
He's an exciting player, and I love to see any sportsman who's not afraid to show
140.
emotions, to go with the flow. The dog will tame the silverback. Well, we will see. Scotty Dog has the darts here and can square up this particular set at 2-2 if he takes this leg.
100.
So 2-6-1.
140.
And there's another 140.
Some high quality arrows out there now. Big guns of the BDO world battling it out.
Well, he took out 81 to close out that third leg of this set. But when he's aimed at the treble 20 exclusively, he's scored 5 ton 40s in a row. Is it 6 in a row? It is.
140.
He's loving this.
On an 11 darter again.
Surging up through the 90s in terms of average, O'Shea. The silverback, the gorilla, against Scotty Dog. A real tussle on stage, and there they are off stage.
So treble 19 for a double 12 and another 11 dart leg. Double 6 he needs.
75.
Oh, now.
Scott, you require 61.
Mitchell, 61 to square it up. Double 4. The bullseye was too good.
So,
Tony, you
2
require
3s.
6.
Right at the bottom of the board for Tony O'Shea. Oh, he's gone 2 for double 2. And he has one more dart at it. And finds the double 2. And moves ahead in sets.
Happy boy, and well he might be. It's good to watch Tony O'Shea in this sort of form. Yeah, we saw it. Great dart. Scott Mitchell had a terrific 2014. He's got it to do now, though, Vassos.
81.
Well, he does. He had a dart. He had a chance to level that third set. Just couldn't hit it.
100.
There's another ton 40 from Tony O'Shea. What scoring this is. 7 in a row, scoring visits.
He is just thundering through. Well, what a response, though, from Scott Mitchell. And that is his third maximum, comparing with O'Shea's 2. Mitchell beat O'Shea in the French Open final in 2013, in the Southdown Masters in 2012.
60.
He was the winner as well. But is O'Shea going to have his revenge here at the Lakeside?
And back in the treble 20 again, Scott Mitchell.
100.
That was unlucky, that came off the barrel.
It's on a finish, though. In a set he must win.
81. Scott, you require 140
then for Scott Mitchell. For first blood in this fourth set, which he has to win. Can't finish, of course, now. But O'Shea is back. He'll have another chance as well to squeeze that treble in.
There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. You just knew it.
Scott, you require 40.
So tops. Mitchell has first attempt.
Game
Only needs one dart. There you go. Come on, he shouts. And Scott Mitchell has first advantage in this must-win set. Good match.
Game on.
Cracking match. We thought it might be. We thought it would be. And it is.
100.
Only 100 from O'Shea to start this leg.
Only 100. That's kind of underlines the sort of standard that O'Shea has been hurling at Mitchell over the last couple of legs or so.
60.
A huge barrage of 140s.
But a 60 is a loose visit from Scott Mitchell. Is this another maximum? Oh, it is. It really is.
Highest quality from O'Shea. And remember, if he wins this set, he's through. His first round match, arguably the pick of the lot, this one. If he comes through here, and this will be a fine win for O'Shea after a slightly troubled year, 2014. 2015, can it be the best of starts?
Well, 2014 ended on an upturn, didn't it, for Tony O'Shea? Winning in Jersey,
60.
runner-up in the Czech
Tony
Open, and the semi-finals in the Zuiderdown. There were the shoots of recovery at the end of last year.
89.
That's handy. Leaves himself on 32. Mitchell a long way back, so I think he might have mentally thought, OK, that might be it for this one.
140.
Relaxed 140, but O'Shea now can make it one apiece.
32.
Under no pressure. Mitchell back on 181.
Game shot from the second leg. Tony O'Shea. Third leg, it's Scott to throw first.
Both of them producing good darts tonight. Almost a shame that this match is in the first round.
It is really. They're both top 16 players now, and you'd like to see them battle it out over a longer format. Having said that, it's always great to have some belters in round one. Just sets the tournament alight, sets the touch paper going.
Here goes more of that firecracker performance from O'Shea. Another maximum, that's number 5 and the 8th of the match.
Brilliant. Now, Mitchell to respond. Wayward second dart.
66.
And a disappointing third off the barrel of the first. O'Shea again.
The Stockport contingent dreaming as he moves to 4. The fifth one just outside, and he turns away. Daryl Fitton,
99.
his great mate, watching on, and he'll be as pleased as anybody in that crowd to see Tony throwing as well as he has tonight.
It was Daryl, of course, who he beat in that final in Jersey.
140.
They're used to it, though, those two, playing against each other. Against anyone else, though.
Look at this, lining it up again.
140.
Another 140. What a leg this is. O'Shea has moved up over 97 in the averages now. Not so long back when he was on 87. That's indicative of just how well he's throwing.
Tony required 82.
He went for ball double 16. So tops for a 12-dart leg against the
62.
throw. No. Pressure on Mitchell, though, here. Real pressure on Scott Mitchell.
Yep, this is a big moment for Scott Mitchell if he's going to win this match. A little smile on the face of O'Shea, but tops would be good enough for Mitchell. And he takes it out and gets that 2-1 lead. And it's time for his supporters to cheer.
Fourth leg, it's Tony throwing first.
Under the circumstances, what a dart that was from
Cool,
Scott Mitchell.
Mr. Cool.
But what a start! Unlucky.
120.
What a start again from Tony O'Shea. Another 60 points he picks up from the floor.
He's had 3 of those which have fallen out after hitting darts already in the board.
58.
Look again at that bounce out. There you see, off the barrel, onto the wire, and onto the floor.
58.
A very rare failure to find a treble on that visit from Tony O'Shea.
How Mitchell could do with a big score here. With how much he could do with a treble now. Good last dart.
Keeps himself in touch in this leg.
Bit of a nail biter, not only for the players, for the fans. They're really with them on every dart here. Great tension across the arena.
It's what darts is all about, this. Every visit matters. Love a ton 40.
100.
100 is, well, it's good enough.
Still gives him a bit of a squeak, doesn't it? But look at O'Shea now. Easy heading for maximum number 6. Just glanced out. Great throwing, though, again.
on 105 when he comes back to level this set at 2 legs apiece and pile more pressure on Scott Mitchell, who you have to say has coped admirably with it so far. Under an O'Shea, a silverback barrage. Didn't think about that. Did not think about that. And he's left 162, which is not an outshot.
Well, that's a little bit sloppy. O'Shea then, 105. He can still do it, not now though, but he's got time.
53.
And he's still in control now, O'Shea.
Now, Scott Mitchell, you saw him talking to himself. Think, come on. Silly to leave the 162 and a bogey. Could do with a treble here.
41.
Hit the 1.
Well, that's
Tony
not good.
52.
Tony O'Shea now 52 to make it 2 apiece and put himself within a leg of winning this match and upsetting the odds. Double 8.
36.
No, sir.
Scott, you require 121.
For the set then, Scott Mitchell. Now, how's he going to do this? Treble 20, will he start with? Yes. Treble 11 leaves double 14 for a 1-2-1 and the set. Oh, yes! Oh, yes, for Scott Mitchell. That's what it means. And we are going all the way at Lakeside.
What a game we've got.
Leg. It's Tony to throw first.
That is some bottle that he showed there. Huge celebrations. And a great response from O'Shea with his 6th maximum of the match.
How much fun is this? Brilliant, brilliant darts from both players. It's a match that needed a deciding set, and it's got one. A maximum to start from Tony O'Shea. A ton response from Scott Mitchell, who won that leg, and it meant so much. But there he is again, and again, and again. And it's on.
Number 7. 10 maximums in this match already, and 7 of them to O'Shea, and he's now on 141. He's on a 9-darter. Is he going to take this out? 141 required. This, well, it's not to be. There'll be pantomime boos maybe from the crowd, but what an effort.
Terrific, absolutely terrific. He's hit a televised 9-darter before, but the crucial thing for him now is not to lose this leg. 52 grand it would have been if he'd hit the 141 outshot. 25 years after Paul Lim hit
81.
the 1 and so far only Lakeside 9-darter. Here is the double 12.
Game shot, and
it's another 11-dart leg for Tony O'Shea. He didn't lose the leg. He won it emphatically, and he's got his nose in front again.
Making the game look easy, isn't he?
This is so good.
O'Shea's been in some terrific first-round matches before. He and Ted Hankey back in 2003 had an epic clash.
Yeah, 3-2, he won that.
60.
Applause from his opponent. Look at that. Lovely to see that, isn't it? Mutual respect. 2 of the real good guys of sports playing here today.
Yeah, you won't find 2 nicer players. Terrific. And Scott Mitchell knows how big that was after he'd taken out 1-2-1 to win the 4th set. For Tony O'Shea to pull out an 11-dart leg. And possibly another maximum here, no.
140.
But still, keeps it tight, keeps the pressure on. There's another nice guy, Gary Robson.
Still, it's absolutely in the balance, but so vital here that Mitchell holds on to his throw in this leg.
An awful lot of players would have simply wilted under the sheer pressure of the scoring of Tony O'Shea.
As tons go, that was a great ton, very nearly another 140. Now, what can Mitchell do? Just trying to set it up, get himself a good checkout opportunity.
100.
Solid darts, and he knows that was unlucky as well.
He's got the checkout opportunity, though. He is down to a finish first. But that's good pressure from Tony O'Shea, and Jill knows it.
Fabulous darts once more from Tony O'Shea. 118 then for Mitchell. 98 now. Not ideal. Treble 20, he's got to get it. Double 19, it's a tough one. He's got to go straight at it. Needs to get this dart there, right there. What a dart.
Scott Mitchell.
Real bottle.
Third leg, it's Tony.
The very, very highest quality. A tough double. He only had one dart at it, and he takes it out.
1-2-1, 1-1-8, 11 dart legs. This is truly brilliant. Only 81 from Tony O'Shea with the darts. Now they say a checkout percentage of 50 or above is terrific. Have a look at Scott Mitchell's.
His average over 60%, 62% is Scott Mitchell's checkout rate right at this moment. He's had 13 darts at doubles, and he's got 8 of them. O'Shea, 8 out of 25, but he's been outscoring Mitchell, averaging 97 to 94, and particularly over the last couple of sets, he's been really hitting those big numbers with almost frightening regularity.
But he is in big trouble here. Throwing first in this leg, in the deciding set of the match. He has found just one treble, 81, 44, 58. Big opportunity for Scott Mitchell to break the throw, and then he'll be throwing for the match.
Needs a treble. Put him on a finish.
60.
Couldn't find it.
But O'Shea, after 9 darts, is only on 3-1-8.
Got those 7 maximums. How would have liked number 8, but 140 is pretty good. No check out from where he is, but likewise Mitchell pays your money and takes your choice. It's that sort of match.
Good ton. A good ton, and the way he's been taking out the 3-figure finishes, you wouldn't put it past him.
O'Shea then.
100.
Another good 100 from him.
101.
This will hurt O'Shea if Mitchell gets this.
Start with the treble 20. Treble 19 for double 12. There's the treble 19. For 3 in a row, 3-figure checkouts. He's done it. He's broken the throw.
Scott Mitchell.
And he's about to throw for the match. Scott Mitchell. Wow. Absolutely brilliant on the doubles.
Ice cool once again, Scott Mitchell. O'Shea has been throwing the eye-catching big numbers, but it's been the finishing of Mitchell. 9 out of 14 now on doubles. 64% checkout ratio. That is what is putting him ahead. As people always say, big numbers for show, doubles for dough, and Scott Mitchell has got the doubles that count.
And he's throwing first in this leg, but, the last leg is the hardest to win.
Friends and family living every dart with these two terrific competitors. Whose nerve is going to hold?
60.
Who's going to keep it together to get across the line?
Only 60. The door opened for Tony O'Shea. Oh dear.
98.
Finds the big treble 19 when he needed it most.
Mitchell, 341, still with the darts, still with the advantage. Only needs this leg to take victory, to claim the set, and to go through into the next round. But he was throwing so well, so fluently,
60.
and just now, with that bit of tension, can't find the treble.
Oh, he's starting on the 19s. Wanted to fill it up.
95.
He'll take 95 because it gives him a significant advantage in this leg.
Mitchell, how he needs a treble now. Can't get himself onto a finish. He gets the treble. Still nothing between them in this leg.
100.
Well, he will have a look at 108 to level this set at 2 legs apiece.
Mitchell, 181, no finish, of course. That's the wrong side of the wire. 23 he's got. Comes down with a brilliant
80.
cover shot.
Tony, you require 108.
Needs his finishing now, Vassos.
He knows he has to hit this. So 16 for double 16. Must hit it. Tony, you've got to hit it to stay alive.
92. Scott, you require 101.
This then is for the match. Mitchell, 101 he wants. Treble 19 leaves double 12. He's not got it this time.
49.
3 checkouts in a row of over 100.
Tony, you require 16.
But not crucially that fourth. So Tony O'Shea does have another chance.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Finds the double
Tony O'Shea.
that squares the deciding set.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the score now 2 sets all and 2 legs all. A reminder that the final set must be won by 2 clear legs. Should the scores reach 5 all, the 11th leg
Has
will
to
be
win
sudden
by
death.
2 clear legs, the
5th
master
leg
of
is
ceremonies
Tony to
telling.
throw first. Game on.
Has to win by 2 clear legs in this final set. Who's going to do it? Will it be Mitchell? Will it be O'Shea? I think a neutral would be pleased to see O'Shea win that last set and to keep it alive and to win that last leg to
36.
keep it alive. Now it goes right to the wire.
Absolutely, as Nick Rolls was telling us, our referee. You have to win by 2 legs
100.
until 5 all, and then we'll talk again. Then it's sudden death. But 2 tons from O'Shea to start this 5th leg of the 5th and deciding set. That's a good cover.
Wouldn't be the biggest surprise if it went all the way to 5 all, would it?
It really wouldn't. It's just there's no separating these 2.
Match of the day this has been.
100.
Had to wait on late for this one, but it's been so worth the wait for the capacity crowd at Lakeside.
You're not leaving now, are you, John?
Look at that. They are just
140.
with every moment. They know the darts.
So that 140 has put a bit of pressure on the Tony O'Shea throw, and it's pressure that the Silverback laps up.
What a way to respond to pressure. Needs a treble, Mitchell.
60.
Doesn't find it.
Tony
Advantage
requires
O'Shea.
67.
So treble 17 and double 8 is the shot. 18 now for double 16. So nudge himself
Game
ahead.
shot
Oh
on the
yes.
5th leg.
Oh yes, there are the
Tony
doubles when
O'Shea.
they're needed.
6th leg, it's
So
Scott to
with
throw
the darts,
first.
he edges
Game on.
ahead. And now, well, you must know the equation by now. Mitchell has to win this. Otherwise, O'Shea goes through. Wow. Oh, yes.
What
a time to do that.
And it's happened time and time again in this match.
The 11th 180 of the match.
60.
The 4th for Scott Mitchell. Tony O'Shea 7. And what a way to start a crucial, crucial leg.
And he followed in with another. That's 4 maximums. That's 5.
140.
Unlucky. Really unlucky. But I tell you what, he won't care because in the context of the match, he's down to 181 after 6 darts. In a leg he must win to stay alive.
44.
Well, I think I saw a little bit of a towel fluttering in there from O'Shea. I think he knows that it's not going to happen in this particular leg. And Mitchell is now looking to close it out and set up the easiest of finishes. Couple of treble 20s, that's brilliant.
165.
And then moving down with a treble 15 and couldn't be better, left it on double 8.
Wow, a 10-dart finish at this stage of the match. Are you sure, Scott Mitchell?
97.
Are you sure?
Scott, you require 16.
Double 8. Cometh the hour and all that sort of thing. The man now needs double 4. Great dart.
Game shot on the 6th
Still
leg.
it's level.
Scott Mitchell. 7th leg, it's Tony to throw first. Game on.
Stellar darts from both players. And we go on. It's 3 all in the deciding
59.
set. And only 59 from O'Shea.
Somebody is going to be bitterly, bitterly disappointed here tonight. but there will be a huge hug between these two great friends, and everybody who's witnessed it, whether it be here live or at home on television, you have seen an excellent match. Absolutely top draw.
Well, whoever loses will be disappointed, bitterly disappointed, of course, but this is why they play darts, to be part of matches like this on the biggest stage.
Now, what Mitchell would give for 180 now? Not this time. It is quiet.
60.
Sense the tension in the crowd. No time for stand up if you love the darts at the moment. You just look at the stage and you know you love the darts.
Everybody loves darts like this. But the 43 has come at the wrong time for Tony O'Shea. Will that be punished?
100.
Well, kind of, but not as badly and severely as it might have been. 100 is steady, and it puts O'Shea under a little bit more pressure. If he loses this leg, if Mitchell closes this one out, then Mitchell will have the
60.
darts to go through as the winner of this deciding set.
Again. He's had the darts once
Again,
before.
yeah.
He's had a 101. He's had a look at it. He got that close to the finishing line, didn't he? 101, stepping up to the hockey, but didn't
41.
set himself up to hit a double.
Bit of tension there, Vassos. 41, that one was a very nervy, tense sort of dart. Tugged it right.
Well, you'll forgive them one nervy leg, won't you? And what it does to the room here, the massive
140.
arena at Lakeside, is it just ratchets up the tension.
That is a great 140. That is absolutely top class from O'Shea.
Wants another treble to Scott Mitchell.
100. Tony,
So
you require
100 for O'Shea to once again get his nose ahead in this epic confrontation. I can't do it now.
60. Scott, you require 115.
Well, 115. So treble 20, 15 for tops to move ahead.
95. Tony, you
Well, it
require
was not
40.
missing by a great deal. Now O'Shea has the chance. Same thing required. Top of the board, 2 20s. And this to make it 4-3 and to hold on to his throw.
Game shot and the 7th leg.
What a good
Tony
dart
O'Shea.
from Tony O'Shea.
8th
Mitchell,
leg.
a little
Scott
nod
to
of
play
acknowledgement.
first.
Well
Game
played.
on.
Well played indeed. The battle goes on.
Oh, look at this. Back in the treble 20, Scott Mitchell.
140.
A ton 40. When he's desperately battling to stay alive. Finds the big score.
The possibility of 5-all moves
60.
ever closer, and that one-frame shootout. Nearest the bull would decide who had the darts, who would start. I think a certain well-known Scotsman who used to have a big influence on Manchester
140.
United might have had a phrase about squeakiness to describe that.
Big bully up, won't it be? But that's
60.
to come. For now,
Maybe.
Scott Mitchell has the edge in this particular leg. 160 ahead, plus these.
100.
But with the darts, so I suppose you could say status quo being maintained. 121. We've seen that checked out already in this match. Could be that it's going to go again. O'Shea just trying to keep a little bit of pressure on, but he's a long way back
Scott,
now. Can Mitchell square it up right now?
121.
He's back in last week, Tony O'Shea. Scott Mitchell in this leg. 15 or treble 25, double 18. Anyway, he'll be back. He will be back.
81.
A little bit surprised he went that way, but now O'Shea 285. Great first dart. Lots of room. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky.
80. Scott, you require 40.
Well, I reckon he's had 4 of those now. Well, maybe it would have gone in, maybe not.
Well, under no pressure really. And at this stage of the match, that's like a holiday double for Scott Mitchell.
Ninth leg, it's Tony
and we're all square
first.
again.
Game on.
4-all deciding set.
O'Shea now with the darts. Oh, look at this. Is it going to be
140?
Just by a fraction, missing out on an 8th 180, but a great start.
$125.
O'Shea's been in this sort of position before. And his nerve has held previously on occasion. And great students will know that it's let him down as well, such is the nature of it.
Yeah, he beat Ted Hankey in the first round in 03 on an absolute classic, but then it went down to a sudden death leg against Colin Monk in round 2. O'Shea didn't win that. There is a big maximum for Scott Mitchell.
Good response though, solid ton. But Mitchell moving in. If he wins this one, he'll have the 5-4 advantage and would have the darts in what could be the deciding and decisive final leg. Great last dart.
Tony, you require 121.
Treble 17 for bullseye. No, just the wrong side of the wire.
49.
Bit unlucky there, O'Shea.
Scott, you require 96.
96 then. Huge opportunity.
$56.
Not to be.
Tony, you require 72.
Mitchell handily placed on tops if O'Shea misses this. 16 for tops, one dart at it, must hit.
32.
Now Scott Mitchell
Scott,
can
you
hardly
require
bring themselves
40.
to watch. Tops then for 5-4 and to take the leg against the darts, double 10. Double 5. Oh, and that is a dart, a double that nobody wants.
Tony, you require
And Scott Mitchell
40.
has found wanting in the advantage now again with Tony O'Shea, who tries to rev himself up.
A gift from Scotty Dog to Silverback. That was loose, that was nervous, and so was that.
20.
And so was that.
Scott, you require
Scott Mitchell was looking
5.
away, he couldn't bring himself to watch. But now he has 5. 1 double 2. Double 2 then. For the leg against the darts. Thought that was in. And it's
3.
not. It's not there, Scott. He's on double 1. He's in the madhouse. And Tony O'Shea gets another
20.
chance.
How much tension is on that stage? How much tension is in that throwing arm of Tony O'Shea as he aims for double 5 and hits double 5 and moves a leg away again.
10th leg, it's Scott to throw first.
Scott
Game
Mitchell
on.
can do no more than shake his head, think to himself, how did I blow that? Now Mitchell again is in the position where he just has to win this leg or it is all over. If he wins the leg, it goes to sudden death.
100.
A decent start. A ton from Mitchell. O'Shea all around the red bit.
43.
But not in it.
Mitchell then on 4:01. Referee will spell it out. Exactly
55.
what's required if Mitchell wins this leg. It remains a bit of an if.
Oh dear, where did that go? And that.
25.
Even the best of them have big nerves when it comes to the denouement. And now Mitchell. Can he tighten the grip on this leg to send it into the sudden death shootout?
100.
Solid.
Jill screams encouragement And perhaps that's why Tony's found the treble 20, but only once.
100.
I wonder if he hears the voices up there. I bet he does. Mitchell now, 246. Good first dart.
Can't really miss Jill.
100
and a good last dart. 125. How's he going to go for it, I wonder? Bullseye. We've already seen a treble 18, treble 13 check out earlier on today. Now, what are we going to see this time? 125.
This is to take us into a sudden death leg. Treble 20 would have left tops. He's landed in the single one.
45.
But again, he will be back because Tony O'Shea is nowhere in this leg.
No, O'Shea's a long way back, but 180 would make it look a bit different. That's a bit unlucky. Maybe going to have to switch.
95.
Another bounce out. I think he might have been well advised to stay away from that. And as a result of that bounce out, he's no finish.
40.
Well, that missed by a distance as well. O'Shea then, 179. And Mitchell poised 99. To send it to sudden death. Can he now do it? Is his nerve going to hold?
Tops he needs.
Tops
he gets, we're going all the way.
Scott Mitchell. With the scores now at 5 legs all, both players will throw for the ball. It'll be Tony to throw for the ball first.
Well, let's have a look at this. Who's going to get the ball? First attack, he's got the outer. Bullseye for Scott. That would give him the darts.
That's also the 25. It'll now be Scott.
The order reverses. No advantage given, and now Scott goes first for the bull.
Bully up on the biggest stage in darts.
That's the 25.
Just brilliant.
Great theatre this. Tony O'Shea. Oh yes! Oh yes! He's got the darts now in this deciding leg. And a smile from Scott Mitchell.
Game on.
This match has deserved this sudden death leg. And what a way to start from Tony O'Shea.
Great start. Mitchell, what can he do by way of response? Hush across this big arena. Great last dart.
This is darting drama at its best. A 140 from O'Shea, he follows it
60
with a 60.
Well, that is not what was required. Now, Scotty, what have you got here? Great first dart. Superb second.
100
top notch, absolutely top notch.
You don't know who had the advantage, and we are mighty close to the finishing line now, folks, and still it's anyone's. This is a loose visit.
41.
Oh dear.
Scott Mitchell then has effectively taken the throw here with that poor visit from O'Shea. It's now advantage Mitchell. Can he hammer home that advantage? That's a great second dart. And a superb third dart. He's poised.
Tony O'Shea needs a 140 here, or at least a ton.
100.
At least he's on a finish. Brilliant last start from Tony O'Shea.
121 then for Mitchell for the match. Treble 17 required. He's missed it. He's missed it. O'Shea will get his chance.
57.
This would be some way to finish an extraordinary match. 2 treble 20s and tops. Oh, but he's started with a loose start. If he's thinking he's back to the 18s.
42.
And that throws it back into Mitchell's court. 64.
64.
Here we're looking down at the 16s. Treble 8 would leave him tops. Stay there with an 8 for tops, or 16 for double 16. No!
48. Tony,
great effort, but not quite.
18.
118 then for Tony O'Shea. Nothing Scott Mitchell can do but watch. Treble 20 would have left double 19.
52.
Scott Mitchell comes back again, the number 4 seed, now with double 8 to finish an epic confrontation between these two. Good marker, small adjustment, and that's the one which ends it. Scott Mitchell, a great game of darts, thrilling from word go. Two committed sets of supporters, the two wives embrace, the two darters embrace, and what a match that was. And ultimately, Scott Mitchell scraping home a sudden death finale and beating Tony Shea by the narrowest of margins. A superb game.